Can you hear me, Alicia?
I can hear you.
Where the fuck is my volume? Hold on, I have no fucking volume. What is up with this?
Can you get a new computer?
Hold on. Alex, I have no volume. I have no volume. No. Oh. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, finally, I have volume. Okay, I'm stupid. It's not my laptop, it's Alex's. And I didn't know where the volume button was. Oh, my Lord. All right.
All right, you got this.
Oh, my God, I have such a headache. I'm ready for bed. All right, hold on. I got to make sure I posted this in the right spots.
Oh, where'd he go?
Where the... Rachel.
Hi.
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 Hi, Mason.
Okay, you gotta go upstairs, buddy.
Rachel, you're all bundled up in there.
I know. Well, I'm downstairs in my living room and it's freezing.
I'm eating Cheez-Its, guys.
Oh, nice.
And she's eating Cheez-Its.
Yep. I have two computers going here, so I'm like, I keep using the wrong mouse or the wrong computer. All right. All right, we'll get to those in more minutes.
Oh, I love seeing some of my
Oh.
team's faces.
Just gonna say that. I see a lot of them. Why can't I see all the faces?
I think you have to do gallery view or something.
How the heck do I do that?
Top right.
Oh,
I can arrow over Jenny. There's an arrow up at the top.
I don't have an arrow.
No.
No.
I have like a box of windows up top, and I can arrow over.
How did you get that?
It just shows up.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Alicia, this is Julie Galco. I can see you. Can you see me?
I can't see you.
You can't?
No.
Yeah, you don't have a picture, Julie.
How does that happen?
On the other end.
Pardon me?
I said your camera's not working on your end.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just listen to you all this time. This is my first time on Zoom, so I'm very tech challenged. Sorry.
Right? No, that we just need to hear you. That's fine. If everybody can just go on mute too.
Sorry.
Oh, who's that? All right. All right, we can get started, and if people just join us, they can just catch up or whatever. I'm gonna hit record before I forget. Actually, I think we're already recording. All right, so we recorded all that. All right, just go on mute, please. Somebody's not on mute.
That would be me. How do I do that, please?
There should be a mute button on the bottom left hand of your screen.
I have a speaker view record button on the upper right, but nothing on the bottom left.
Are you?
Are you on your
I'm on an iPad.
So tap the bottom of it, the bottom left, and it should, like, the bar should appear.
Oh,
All right. I think we're good. We have some silence here. Thank you all for hopping on tonight. Before we get started, I just want to mention the Team Cup. Everyone should be on a team for the Team Cup. It starts in February, so the last day to sign up is the 31st of January. So make sure you all get on a Team Cup. There's still people looking for a team. And I'm going to let Rachel Pellegrino, she is a one-star diamond coach, as you all saw on the flyer, get started on her Instagram tips. Go ahead.
So excited to see so many people on a call. Usually I've never seen this many people on. So the other day I was just talking to a couple of my Success Club partners and just talking about Instagram, and I kind of messaged Jenny and said I want to talk about Instagram because a lot of people don't really use it the way that, I feel like it's like a gold source. And so she said, yeah, sure. You can hijack my meeting and teach everybody about Instagram. So here's my opportunity to teach you guys a little bit of what I know. Now, knowing that I'm no expert whatsoever, I just kind of use it a lot. So it's a tool that I like to use, I'm comfortable with. I feel like it's an excellent tool for reaching like-minded people because the difference between Facebook and Instagram, like Instagram is basically my entire tool for my fitness. Facebook, I still have my family and friends who are non-fitness people that are my friends on there. So I'm not really targeting, when I post, I don't really target people as I do if I'm posting on Instagram. So when I post on Instagram, I know I'm targeting people that are like-minded like me, and fitness people and healthy eating people. So it's just easier to continuously post on there. And I really use that tool as a recruiting source. I have actually recruited a few of my coaches. I know Jillian, she's on the call tonight. She was somebody who I actually met on Instagram and connected with and just had a side conversation with, and she ended up signing up as a coach. So it's just a tool that is just comfortable to do that, because again, a lot of people on there are fitness related people, or you could find people that are in your niche market. So I'll get into that in a second. So the first tip that I have, because a lot of people may not even know what Instagram, hopefully you know what Instagram is. It's just basically a picture type messaging program or tool that you post pictures, and it's like a Insta picture type spot. Everybody just posts pictures of the different things that they're actually, it's not just pictures, it's videos and pictures that people can post. So the first tip that I have is to have a solid profile, meaning like you need to have a solid name. Don't have a name. I think my name before was like Munchkin 311 because my friends called me Munchkin and my birthday is 311. So I had to change my name and try to make it something that was more relatable, fitness related. So I chose Living Fit and Clean with Rachel, which is still super long and annoying. So try to like pick something that is like a good name, a good solid name for you. The next thing is you definitely want to have a good profile, because you want somebody to come to your profile, read it, and actually connect with you and, like what your page is all about by reading your profile. And also in your profile, you can link to your email address. You can give people, I think I have on mine my Facebook URL that people can click on. So you can, in your profile, you can have I think I have my email address, but then there's a clickable link that you could always add to. So I used to have my blog, but I haven't been using that so much. So I switched it to my Facebook page. But the one thing that you never ever should do is put your Beachbody URL in there. You always want to put your Facebook link, your Facebook like page link, your email address, or if you have a blog, something like that, or even if you have a generic website, use that, but never use your Beachbody URL. It's kind of like cheesy. You have to have, I know this is kind of like wary to some people, but you have to have your profile public. So if we're in this business to grow, right? The reason why I'm doing this call and talking about Instagram is because we're here to grow our Instagram following and to grow our business through Instagram. So having your profile public is an absolute must, because once you use a hashtag, which I'll go over in a second what a hashtag is, if your profile is private and you use a hashtag, it's not going to go anywhere. You're not going to link to everybody else who's using that hashtag. So you have to keep your profile public. Also, if you go and follow somebody and they click on your name and they see that it's private, they're not going to follow you back because they're not going to know what you're all about. So again, make your profile public. So the next thing I'm going to get into is your niche market. So you need to know, or you need to target or figure out like 3 to 5 things about you, right? And I know that I'm repeating a lot of stuff that you probably learned in training, but it's something that's really key. You need to know about yourself. Like for me, I have Crohn's disease. I'm a mom. I love food. Obviously, I'm a Beachbody coach. So like I throw a bunch of all that stuff about me into my page, and I post pictures about those categories, so that I'm attracting people like me. So people who like food, people who also have Crohn's, moms. If you're a dog lover, like maybe that's something that's your niche market. You might want to tap into other people who have like dogs as pets. So know your niche market, because that's every time you post a picture on Instagram, you want to be talking to your market, because you want to relate to those specific people. And then you want to post your picture and to be able to connect to everybody that's in that type of market that you are, again, that it relates to you. So then let's get into I'm sorry, I'm going fast because I have so much to cover in a matter of, I think it's 40 minutes that we have here. So again, after this, hopefully we'll have time for questions, but if I'm going too fast, write the question down, and then you can message me after. So I want to talk about content. So you have to be posting multiple times a day on Instagram in order to gain a following, because once a day is not going to cut it. If you go to even my profile page, right, I might have like 4 different pictures a day, and you might see my first picture in the morning, I might have 100 likes, because maybe that's a time that my market is online. And then I might have a post on lunchtime that I might only have, say, 40 likes. So, and again, it's kind of like each time you post, you're reaching another set of people, because not everybody is on Instagram at the same time. It's whoever is on Instagram at that moment that is going to usually, like, you're going to catch, your photo is going to be catched in their feed. And a lot of people aren't like us. They're not business building on Instagram. They're just normal people. So they're not going to know to scroll through hashtags. They're not going to know to go to my account and look at me every other few days to look to see what I post. It's kind of like the normal person's going to go to Instagram, open their feed, and whatever is in front of them is what they're going to like, comment, and connect with. So those people liking your photos are usually the people that are on Instagram at that very moment. So that's why it's important to be posting multiple times a day throughout the day on Instagram, so that you're capturing people's attention at different times of the day. And those people are going to see that picture that you posted. They're going to like it. They might check out your profile and then follow you back. So sorry, I lost my train of thought here. So again, make sure that you're posting multiple times a day, and that repeat. Oh, so cute. Bless you. So you want to make sure that, again, your content is on point. You're posting multiple times a day. That you're connecting to your niche markets. The content on there is going, when someone's going to go to your page, they're going to want to follow you back. So the next thing I want to talk about quickly is hashtags. So when you use hashtags, and you should be using hashtags, and you should be using 30 hashtags. This 30 hashtags is the maximum amount that you can use. When you post your picture, do your little caption on your picture. You might want to use like maybe 1 or 2 hashtags in that caption. Post your picture, your caption, and then make a comment. When you make a comment, that's where you're going to add all 30 of your hashtags. Now, what a hashtag is, it's kind of like I don't even know how to explain it. So hopefully you guys all know what a hashtag is. It's the number sign with a word, and that word is going to connect to, so say if I put hashtag, I love my job. So there's going to be a whole category of people that are going to say hashtag, I love my job. And everybody's using that same hashtag, and it's a group of people using that same hashtag. So there's a way on Instagram that you can search hashtags that are in your niche market. I know that in training we talk about that's how you would connect with people, is to search hashtags that you use, and so that you can start following those people. But when you post hashtags, again, you want to be posting 30 hashtags on every single picture that you're posting. And the number one thing, a lot of people come back to me and say, oh, I'm getting all these people following me back. They're all It Works. They're all, whatever other companies that are out there that are competitors for us. It's because, or I'm getting a lot of Beachbody coaches following me back. Well, you know what? It's probably because you're using generic hashtags, general hashtags like Fit Mom, or just hashtags that other MLM companies are using. Stay-at-home mom or work from home. Those are all hashtags that you're going to find that a lot of other companies are already using those hashtags, and those are saturated with other MLM companies. You want to be like, find hashtags about yourself that are specific to you. So for me, like I use Crohn's disease. I might use New England because, that's where, or Boston, or just, again, hashtags that are specific to you. Try to stay away from all the generalized hashtags out there, because then you're going to be attracting all those people back to you. You want to be, again, attracting people that you want to connect to. So use those hashtags that you want people to connect back with you. And a tip for that is too, because I just said to use 30 different hashtags. Well, sometimes I'm posting a food post, right? So I might have 30 hashtags that are related to food posts, like foodie or yummy, nom nom. So I might have, I use my notes in my phone to copy all those 30 hashtags that are related to food. I might have my fitness videos. I might have my 30 hashtags that are related to my fitness videos, so that you can just copy and paste. So it's easy that you're not hashtagging 30 times. So just copy and paste those hashtags from your notes on your iPad or your or any type of source that you can copy and paste from. Okay, so those are just kind of like random tips on just an Instagram account. So I know the meat of this call is basically how to gain followers. So when we did training, we originally said to you guys, search hashtags, go through hashtags, just type in a hashtag on the Instagram account. You can do it at the top bar. I forget what bar it is on the bottom, and because I don't have my phone, it's charging, but you would just type in the hashtag, click tag, and then all the people that just used mom would come up in your feed. And then you can start scrolling through those people and just figuring out who you actually like and who you want to follow. the tip that a lot of people had told us before was go into someone's profile, research them, make sure they're not a coach, make sure they're not selling another type of product. And you want to like 5 of their pictures, comment on 2 or 3 of their pictures, and then follow them. So it's a 5-3-1 rule. So again, 5 likes, 3 comments, and then the 1 is a follow back. So you want to show them that you're interested in them at that very moment. They're going to be like, who is this girl or boy on my posting and commenting on my page? They're going to go to your profile. Now remember, you have a solid profile, a solid description about you. You have solid content because you've been posting a lot throughout the day. So someone's going to want to follow you back. So that was what we originally had taught in training, and it's still a good source of gaining followers, but that's a slow way of gaining followers. The other type of way that we had taught before was, or a good way is the search page. So at the bottom of your Instagram account, there's a little magnifying glass. You click on that, and this is the page that shows everybody that it's kind of like Instagram's referral page. So it shows everybody that is in your market, or everybody that relates to you, that Instagram thinks that relates to you, from the hashtags that you've been using, from the people that you follow, from the people that are following you. So that page is also a good way to go through, scroll through those people, research them, do the 5-3-1 rule, and then in hopes that they will follow you back. The other thing that we talked about before is being featured on transformation pages. I've done this in the past, and I did, at times I've gotten 100 followers at once, but at times I've only gotten 20, and a lot of those pages make you pay. So I think I've paid before like $35 to be featured on a page, and I got 100 followers, which at the time I was like, oh, that's not bad. And then I know another time I think I paid like $5 and I got literally like 2 followers. So it is good to do. I don't think it's worth the money to do that. And then the other thing is, sorry, I'm just checking time. The other thing is, I know a lot of people have hired third-party sources, right? And I know I've paid about $208 to hire a source for him to go and follow everything what we just talked about. Scroll through hashtags, scroll through search pages, find people in my niche market, comment, like, follow, in hopes that people would follow me back. Now that worked for me when I used him about a year ago, because and even when I used to post a year ago, every time I posted a year ago, used hashtags, I would gain 5 followers. That is not the case anymore. This doesn't happen. And even when I hired this third-party source recently, he only gained me about 150 followers a week, where in the past he used to gain about 250 a week. And then he came up with excuses of saying that this was Instagram has changed its rules. So basically, I don't agree with even hiring a third-party source in that sense. He was just too expensive. But what I found was a program called Instagress. Okay. So Instagress is basically a third-party source, but it's computerized. I have gained in 30 days 2,000 followers. Okay. So you have to, but here is the thing, you have to create settings in this account to search hashtags for you, to follow people of followers that you wanted to follow. There's blacklisting of hashtags so that it does not follow certain hashtags that you don't want it to. You can, link it right down to a location. So say like I went to Boston and I hashed and I tagged myself at some restaurant in Boston. The system will know to search anybody else who tagged themselves at that restaurant, and it would go to those pages and comment like on their photos. So it's kind of like an automated system, and it's a fast moving system. I actually, I planned on kind of opening the screen and screen sharing with you guys, but I'm not going to do that right now. I actually made a video of how to use that program that I will post it in our coach page. But again, it's an excellent source on how It's basically, again, everything that we just talked about, searching hashtags, commenting, liking on people's photos for you, and reaching that niche market that you set up in the settings of this Instagram and your Instagram account. And so the first 3 days are free, and then for 30 days it's only $10. So again, here I was paying $208. I paid $30-something to be featured on pages before to only gain a minimum amount of followers, where this time I paid only $9. Well, I think it was about, let's call it $10, I think. And I got close to 2,000 followers. So that's an excellent way to gain followers. But even that system, there's in that program, there's faulty followers. I feel like, not faulty followers, but you're gonna get people like, it works maybe because when you set up your settings in this program, you say you did use the hashtag fit mom. Well, you know what? Other fit moms all over the place are going to be using, other MLM companies might be using fit mom. So those people you just liked, the system is going to like on their photos. They're going to come back to your account, think that your account is awesome, and they're going to like and follow you. So you are going to gain followers of people that maybe you don't want them to follow. Like, we're not saying you don't want them to follow you. It's nice that they follow you, but you're not going to make a connection with them, right? Because the main goal for Instagram is for people to follow you so that you can make connections with them and eventually get them to be your customer, or eventually to get them to be your coaches. So Instagram is basically the way that I gain followers, but then what I do on a daily basis is connect with people, right? So how do I do that is I pick people that I'm following, probably about 20 or more a week. And every single day, like, I have an Excel spreadsheet, right? So I have the spreadsheet, and the reason why I use Excel, or you can use Google Sheets, is because I like to be able to filter and sort. So I have a name of all these people's accounts, the date that I followed them. Then the next column is, did I invite them to be a coach? Because for me, really, I use Instagram for just recruiting. I don't really, if somebody wants to buy a product from me, great. But I honestly just use it strictly for recruiting people. So my column is, did I invite them to be a coach? The next column is notes on them. So notes kind of are they consistent? Are they not consistent? What's their name? Like, different things that we've had in common or talked about. So basically, say I have those 20 people. Every day or every other day of the week, I go to those 20 people's pages. I like, comment. Now, commenting in this sense is a key. You can't just like their picture. Like, look at how many people like my pictures. Sometimes I don't even recognize or know who's liking my pictures, right? Because sometimes I might have 100 people liking my picture. So I'm not going to know all the time unless I go individually look through who liked my picture. So I feel like you have to be commenting, asking them questions, engaging with them, and then taking the conversation. Sometimes I might ask somebody, oh, can you send me that recipe? And they might direct message me the recipe. So direct messaging, for those people that don't know, is like messenger within Instagram. If you're on your homepage, I think it's the bottom left, if you tap on that button, you'll see at the top right, there's like a little mailbox thing. That's your messenger that you can send messages to people. Or if you're looking at someone's photo, there's like a little arrow, like a little, I think it's like a right turn arrow that you hit, and then you can message somebody. So the goal is to connect with somebody, commenting always, asking them questions always, complimenting them always. For like a whole week, I sometimes do it a little bit longer than a week, until I really feel like I have a complete connection with somebody. And then what I do is I will actually shoot them a direct message and ask, and then say to them, I've been following you for a while. I just got the guts to finally ask you, have you ever considered like I have this long like paragraph type thing, but it's basically, have you ever considered being a coach? You're already doing it every day. You're motivating people. Your account's inspiring. You know, and, oops, so I have 10 minutes. Sorry. Your account's inspiring. You know, I feel like it's basically a little blurb.
Rachel, did you see that pop up?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little blurb to them because, you know, and I feel comfortable saying, you know, inviting them to be a coach because guess what? I've already connected with them. I've already been asking them questions. They've been answering me back. So I feel like I have a relationship with them. And again, out of those 20 people that I might be doing that week, I'm not going to ask every 20 of those people to be a coach. You know, I might not even be connecting with some of those people like I would with other random people. Maybe out of 5 of those people, I might ask to be a coach because I felt like they're good for our team. You know, they're good. They're going to be a good quality coach, or I actually made a friendship with them. And I feel like that now's the time because I'm now friends with them to go ahead and invite them to this opportunity. So that's kind of what I do. So Instagram is what I use to gain followers. Excel is how I track and monitor people every week, make connections with people. Again, I sort and filter my spreadsheet to see who I've already asked. If I already asked somebody to be a coach and they kind of like brushed me off in a way or said, no, it's not for me, yada, 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 I actually still go to their page and still comment and like on their stuff because you know, how everybody always says, you planted the seed, no is not a no. They might come back to you and say, you know, I've continued to follow you. You know, I'm ready to be a coach. So I continue to make that relationship or connection with these people still. Do I comment on their stuff every single day, every other day? No, I might once a week, once every other week, I might go to their page and just comment and stuff. So another tip too is, I don't know if you have, when you're on someone's profile, the top right, I think it is, there's like 3 little buttons. It's like you can turn on notifications on your phone. So when I love somebody, right, I turn on notifications on my phone. So every time that they post, it pops up right on my screen on my phone. So I can go immediately to that picture right then and there and comment on their picture. So I'm, again, building a relationship with these people through notifications that pop up on my phone. So then the next, I know we only have time. So I always use an app called Followers Plus, and this is how I monitor people who unfollow me. So somebody unfollows me, I unfollow them right back. I hate having thousands and thousands of people that I follow, and Instagram will do that for you. It's going to make you follow tons and tons of people so that they would follow you back. But it does also give you the feature to unfollow all these people. But my 30 days ran up before I unfollowed a lot of people, which is fine for me because it gives me the opportunity now to go through all these people that it followed for me and if I love their profile, I can now write their name down and then start to like connect with them, or AKA stalk them, for them to be my friend, because that's what I want. I want them to be my friend. So again, I used to use the app called Followers Plus, but I just recently got introduced to an app called Crowdfire. It's CROWDFIRE, Crowdfire. It's the same thing. It's like a monitoring system for your Instagram account. It tells you who your new followers are. It tells you who unfollowed you. It tells you who you're following, who is not following you back. And that is the one place that I go to all the time. With that app, it allows you to the key with Instagram is if you unfollow too many people at once, your account gets flagged. So you can unfollow up to 50 people an hour. So what I do is, and it only takes me about 10 minutes. I go into this app and I go into the section that says not followers, which is of the people that are not following me back. And I go through one by one, up to 50 people. I might unfollow their account because, you know, they might be already be a Beachbody coach. They might be an It Works person. They might be just somebody that posts, sorry to the cat lovers, but they might be somebody that posts just all cats. You know, to me, that's not somebody that is like a fitness related person. So I am going to unfollow them. And I'm also, at the same time as I'm going through all these people, I'm writing someone's name down that I think would be a good person to connect with. So I'll add their name down, and then I will go to their account, and you can go straight from Crowdfire app right into Instagram. It's nice. It doesn't make you get out of the app. It goes right to their account on Instagram. You can comment, like, and well, that's all you can do because you're already following them. Comment and like on their pictures, so that they can finally maybe see that this girl is like doing stuff on my account, and they might follow me back. But you know, I will again write their name down on my Excel spreadsheet, the date that I follow them, stalk them for a while, and to see if they actually will follow me back. Or maybe I don't even care if they follow me back, and I might just immediately go to a direct message and ask them to join the team. So we only have like 4 minutes left, so let me just summarize things. I kind of talked about just having a solid Instagram account. You know, you want to make sure that your profile is public. You want to have a description in your profile. You want to be posting 3 to 5 times a day. You want to make sure that your account is something, your content is solid, so that when somebody goes to your account, they want to be following you back because you're giving them good content. Gaining followers. I feel like you still should probably scroll through the random hashtags, scroll through that search page, and then definitely try to use Instagress as a way to gain followers. And then to monitor your account, use the app called Crowdfire, and also to make connections with people. You got to be tracking that, you know. Recently, so I just decided that I'm going to hire my niece to kind of run my Instagram, not like run monitoring. I'm going to have her go in and unfollow people. I'm going to have her go in and kind of monitor my Crowdfire. But also what I want her to do is, if I just posted a picture and I have 100 likes, I want her to go into those people that liked my photo and kind of randomly look through those people, and I might be finding people that are connecting with me and I'm not even knowing it. Like somebody might be going onto my page every single day and liking my photos, and I don't even know because I'm not really looking at who likes my stuff. I'm definitely looking to see who comments, and I'm commenting back because I feel like the more you're interacting with those people, the highly probability that your photo is going to hit the feed of people. Because I think the more comments that you have, the higher up that your photo will be popular. Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of just like really gave you guys tons and tons of information, and I went really, really fast. So I hope you kind of followed along. But I will post that how-to video about Instagress. We have less than a minute, so we really don't have time for questions. So if anybody has questions or whatever, just post them in the team page, and I will try to answer some questions. Jenny, you're muted.
Susan asked one in the chat that said, how many of the people that you follow on Instagram sign up, agree to be a coach?
Well, I kind of just started doing the mass inviting, but I've had 2 Instagram coaches. Jillian's one of them, and then my coach, Mindy. But I've had a lot of people join the What is Coaching Call or groups. But I am working on a couple right now to have them, hopefully get them to sign up. But yeah, I have just like started doing these mass invites. So I'll let you know once it starts to work for me.
Okay. Anybody else have a quick question they want answered? Anyone? No? Okay. All right. Thank you all for hopping on, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.